A few years ago, a winner's check like this would have sounded fake. Now golf keeps doing it. This already felt huge in 2021, and now it's the floor for this ranking. Morikawa won the Claret Jug on his first try, which is rare enough. The funny part is how normal 2 million suddenly looks a few seasons later. Matsuyama's win mattered way beyond the money, but the money was a milestone too. Augusta pushed its winner's check past 2 million here. Back then, that still looked like the top end of golf, not the warm-up act. At St. Andrews, the Open finally made a jump that looked modern. Smith got $2.5 million, a record for that championship at the time. For the oldest major, that was a very 2020s kind of number. Scheffler's first Masters came with another sharp step up in prize money. Augusta moved from just over 2 million to 2.7 in 1 year. That's the kind of jump that tells you the old pay scale was getting left behind fast. Here's where the shape of golf money starts changing. The players hit 2.7 million in 2021, and suddenly a non-major was paying like Augusta. That was the warning shot that the majors weren't going to own this list forever. The Open went from 2 million in 2021 to 3 million by 2023. That's a 50% jump in 2 championships, which is wild for a tournament that's been around since the 1800s. Harman got the kind of check that used to belong to Fantasy League screenshots. The Open answered back in 2024 with its biggest winner's check ever. Scheffler collected $3.1 million at Royal Troon, making 2024 a record-setting year in yet another major. 3 different majors raised their top prize in the same season, which says everything about where golf money is heading. Augusta crossed the 3 million line with Rahm, and that's a number people notice even if they don't follow golf. The Masters still sells tradition better than anybody, but by now, tradition was writing very modern checks. The PGA Championship joined the 3.3 million club in 2024, and that mattered because this list suddenly got crowded at the top. Schauffele's first major came with a record check for that championship. 1 season, 1 more ceiling smashed. Scheffler came back and pushed the Masters to 3.6 million just 1 year after Rahm set the mark. That's the inflation-era shock in one line. Records barely get time to breathe now, and we're still not at the top of this list. And here it is, the players barging into major territory for real. Smith's $3.6 million check matched what the 2024 Masters paid its winner. That's the whole twist of this video. One of golf's biggest paydays didn't come from a major at all. The US Open took the major ceiling and shoved it way up. DeChambeau's winner's check was $4.3 million. The richest among the men's majors in this set. It still didn't top the players, which is exactly why golf's payout map looks so different now. This is the point where the money story stops looking like normal golf history. The players jumped to $4.5 million in 2024, and that beat every major winner's check on this ranking. The biggest trophy still isn't always the biggest paycheck. And this is the card that proves it.